Man, when you put a video with it,
Hmm.
oh, it is so much worse. It is so much worse than what I had in my mind of what happened. TMZ acquired a video this morning of the Draymond Green Jordan Poole interaction. And what was the original reporting was like a aggressive strike or a violent strike. Like everybody tried to not say the word punch. Like Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole. And so you are left with the mystery of like what happened here? What kind of interaction was this? Why was Draymond so mad? And then you don't,
physical altercation.
Yeah,
is what
altercation.
I'm saying. Yeah.
And then, man, when you put a video with it, oh, it is so much worse. It is so much worse than what I had in my mind of what happened. Number one, Jordan Poole, wildly unprepared to take a punch. I think he thought it was going to be a shoving match.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. He thought it was going to be a shoving match.
he thought he was getting in a shoving match. And
because Draymond kind of walked over him to slowly, got in his space. Poole pushed him to move him away. And that's where he thought it would be a shoving match. But then Draymond kind of lunges forward, just sucker punches him, really.
You ever see Troy?
The movie?
When Brad Pitt jumps up and right in the beginning and wins the battle by doing a Superman punch. That's what Draymond Green did. He launched all of his weight into that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Poole's legs gave out. If you watch it, Poole's knees crumple. He goes down.
There was some venom behind that punch.
But like you said, Verno, isn't it crazy how a video now changes everything?
Everything.
It goes from they don't need to suspend them. They can handle that in-house to what are we doing?
Yeah. I mean, this is what we talked about when anytime, and we've seen it unfortunately or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it. Fortunately, because these guys have gotten their just desserts. Unfortunately, because we have the horrible visuals. But going back to Ray Rice, we had the Trevor Bauer stuff. Most recently, we're not watching Miles Bridges compete in preseason basketball. And I said on the mismatch, I said, as soon as his partner put that up on Instagram and everybody saw it, they saw the visuals and they saw the kid and they saw the marks and everything. That's when it, unfortunately, sometimes that's when it becomes real to people. That this is, it's not a he said, she said. It's not a leave it up to your imagination. Oh my God, what a monster. You know what I'm saying? That's how it feels. And I think that's true of any kind of thing that we don't have a visual of. And this was going to be one of those cases until this morning. And I know there's a lot of focus on how the hell did they get that video? I'll tell you this, there is a finite amount of people that are allowed in those gyms. So, I mean...
That looks like it was recorded from an official team camera, if we're going to be... that looks like it might be a video intern or something.
Yeah, right. And somebody... the question is, how much money do you think they got from TMZ? I mean, I would imagine an absolute fortune.
Here's the thing. What if it was somebody who anonymously submitted it? They didn't want money. They didn't need money. They just wanted the video out.
Tinfoil Kevin shows up. What would be the reason?
You don't want Draymond. You don't want to pay Draymond. You want Draymond.
Your player's currently in contract negotiations, and this can lower the asking price.
Yep.
Wow.
There could be other reasons than $30,000 dropped into your bank account for some
I remember when Tyreek Hill was up for a contract negotiation in Kansas City, and the Kansas City Stars somehow got audio recordings of an argument he had with somebody, and then he got a deal done for a lot. This is good tinfoil conspiracy stuff right here. I don't want to play too much into it, but just to give some context, I did date somebody that worked at TMZ. She started working at TMZ after we started dating, and the number was always $10K. It was the initial offer. So I don't know if it's more than that, but I would say that's where it starts.
Oh, look, a Draymond knocking out or possibly knocking out Jordan Poole video is worth way more than
way
10K.
More. Yeah,
way more.
See, to me, like if you're a lower level,
this is
if you're
not
a lower
Liam
level video.
Yeah.
Your video staff guy, are you really risking your job for 10K? Maybe you are.
How much are they making? 50K?
Not a lot, but are you risking your career? Maybe you are. I
like the conspiracy, Kevin O conspiracy better.
Everybody on Twitter assumes it's somebody who just wanted a bag. What if it's somebody who doesn't need a bag? That's all.
You get 10. Whoa. You get 10K for like, I don't know, Liam Hemsworth arguing with somebody over gummy worms or something. You know what I mean?
Are we sure that won't outclick Draymond Green though? Like this is our NBA world.
That's a great point.
That's internet. That's Thor. You're telling me Thor's fighting over gummy worms?
Let me tell you something. It will absolutely, and here's how I know. There's not a group text on my phone that does not have the Draymond video already in it. And I think about all over the globe that happening.
Jordan Poole was the...
When I walked in the office, I walked in and one of the girls I work with, there are 3 girls that were sitting in an office, right? They were talking about Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole. And they were like, have you seen the video? And they were like watching the video on their computer. I mean, yes, that video, everybody's going to see that. This morning, my son was upstairs and I yelled for him to come downstairs to watch it. I mean, I was like, watch this. And he's like, oh, and of course then he's sending it to all his buddies. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, yes, I defy you.
Players tweeting about, do you see Trae Young said Dre just wants to get to LA?
Ooh,
I'm talking about another conspiracy. We've heard Draymond Portland rumors for years. Now Draymond's super tight with LeBron. 80 Mr. Glass already hurt with a back injury. Russ still there on the team. They still got their 2 first-round draft picks. Maybe Draymond sees the window. Maybe he knows the Warriors aren't going to pay him because they're going to pay Poole, because they're going to pay Wiggins, because they have to pay other young guys. Maybe Draymond is the guy who wants to leave first.
Did you see Morant put up the eyeball emojis?
Yeah.
And I know the reason he did that is because if you were to walk into the Memphis Grizzlies locker room, there is a huge whiteboard, and across it is written, the Grizzlies are going to get a reality check, Draymond Green. It's a quote that he had after the season. And it's on their board in the locker room. I don't know.
Still today.
I don't know if it's still up there, but it says it was after the season.
Wow.
Next season, the Grizzlies are going to get a reality check. And so the eyeball emojis has even better meaning after that.
Oh,
but not to mention, they all don't like Jordan Poole. You know what I mean? That was
because the whole Ja Morant thing.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. And there was so the Jordan Poole stuff which is interesting because like him and Jaren Jackson Jr. were like best buddies growing up in Michigan. You know what I mean? They're both like, one went to Michigan, one went to Michigan State.
Anytime that KOC starts doing the conspiracy, if you could put like the X-Files music behind it, that would be like he was insinuating that Joe Lacob was out there. Be like, send the email. The other thing too, Chris,
how about Kern?
if you're doing radio later, please don't have the take, because can you imagine how many radio stations are going to go, are you allowed to punch a coworker at your office?
Oh,
that's a bad take. Don't do that take. That take.
Hey, you know what mine is? My take is going to be, yo, where do I sign up for new media? Because all of a sudden, new media is able to beat people's asses. This is awesome. I didn't even realize this. In the new media, you can beat the shit out of people.
The other thing is what you were just saying about the Grizzlies and Draymond. Before the Warriors put it all together and won the finals, there was 2-3 weeks during the playoffs last year where everybody was unleashing all of their dislike for Draymond Green. And then it went, oh, we can't say anything because now they're going to win the finals.
Yep.
But I feel like we saw the real NBA's feeling towards it. It just felt like it was an avalanche of anger towards that guy. But every time I've met him, he's been nice. But man, it's cool when Jordan did it. So
you better, hey, you better watch out, Lemko. His ass is going to be on TNT with you before you know it. So you better. That is, I mean,
I got to work on my jaw.
Where do I make that bet? I can't wait till Draymond punches you.